21424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. And in this episode of our rookie season in career mode, we're going to be completing race 24 of 36, which is going to be at Thunder Valley, Bristol Motor Speedway for the night race, the Sharpie 500. In the last episode, we raced at Michigan for our second time and finished in 22nd, which is a good, I think, 17 positions better than what it was the first time. And yeah, the car was quite a bit better. I ran a good race, always hitting my marks, and we used the draft quite well despite the body not being that good and everything. But going to this one, last time we went to Bristol, I think we finished quite well, like 11th or 12th, something like that, just because we had a caution at a very opportune time, though it wasn't the Ward Burton pit road glitch. I think it's possible that could happen this time, and we can get an even better finish, if not quite similar. So overall, this could be one of them great weeks. And now, in the last episode, Tony Stewart somehow won at Michigan, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. finished in second, even though Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s best track would be Michigan. I mean, either that or Talladega. So, surprisingly, that actually has the same points distance between Tony Stewart and Dale Earnhardt Jr. right now, because I guess Jr. was just leading the most laps until Tony Stewart came along. But yeah, that's what happened at Michigan, pretty much. I mean, we made a little contact with Elliott Sadler, I think, and that was about it during that race. We were more patient than we were whenever we were at Watkins Glen. I just kept running people over. We finished 14th at Watkins Glen, so like I said, it's been a good week so far. So we are 3 points behind Jeff Green going to Bristol, and it's quite possible we could finally pass him because of our performance at Bristol last time. And then Johnny Benson's 41 points away. I don't know about that, but it just all depends on how far ahead we finish in front of him. And then you got freaking Robbie Gordon, and from that point on, it's way too far away. Like, that's over 100 points away from us. Then you got the driver spec levels. The only driver I should be concerned about still with is Matt Kenseth. He wouldn't hit me or anything, but knowing how much of a blockade I can be with my slow race car, or maybe what will happen if they get that pit stop glitch, we could be near Matt Kenseth, and I'll try not to make any contact with him. I was very comfortable with the car last time we went to Bristol, even though it was a piece of junk. I mean, for what it is, I was having comfort with it, and I was not having problems getting loose or too tight off corners for what kind of car we're driving. I think I actually got Rookie of the Race whenever we went to, what track was it? The last race, or was one of the most previous ones? Yeah, we got Rookie of the Race at Michigan because we passed Jamie McMurray. I was trying to remember which one it was yesterday, but it was that one. We passed him off the pit road, and at Watkins Glen, apparently it was Christian Fittipaldi. You figure it wouldn't be the 42 of Jamie McMurray. But as far as team management goes, after we're done with this race, it'll be 7 races until the fabrication shop comes in. We can finally actually start doing nice things to the body of the car, not just ruining the whole damn thing. I mean, it's never been that good until we finally get this thing coming in. We just put this other part, this chassis and the body in as well for repairs. And well, actually, I think whenever we came to the body, actually to overhaul, yeah, it says overhauling. But one thing we'll be doing after this episode is getting maybe some overhaul or repairing done to this engine right here whenever we're done using it, because this one's going to be done right here, the yellow one. And that's just because I decided I was going to start building a new one, then get rid of the yellow one just so I could have better equipment overall and not waste money or something like that with useless old equipment. And that's just my decision. So we'll always be repairing or overhauling something. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. It's a lot more money being spent, but I guess for a better cause. We'll click Quick Select for our equipment, and we'll get to qualifying at Bristol with a car rating of 59 again. Of course, we are going to this race with the exact same setup. We're using KCAL Gaming's paint scheme this time just because the night race at Bristol, and I think last time we came here we were in like JD Reversal's paint scheme or something like that. Honestly, don't remember, but this is just one of those tracks. I mean, I don't even know if we have ever done a race, a night race with this paint scheme right here. First lap is 39th, but that's just our out lap, and I'm kind of using that one just to get warmed up. Trying to run full speed now. I don't get too lost off the corners, too loose off the corners. I can't speak the English language. It's a bit tied in. I'm trying not to overdrive it, but it's just what we get. How was that? 15.75. We'll be in the top 30. Yeah, 24th place. It's on the outside, so that freaking sucks. I remember qualifying 24th in season mode with Jeff Gordon. And this is race 24, and that was with the 24 card. It was like just some weird coincidence. But this time it's a completely different story. But I remember just qualifying 24th in that race. So first off, got to get to the inside. And then after that, I got to try maintaining positions. I could possibly be passing cars, but I don't know if our car is good enough for that yet. But let's just try not to tear this freaking thing apart, because we are going to have to use it again in the next race. Tony Stewart's going to be starting on the outside of the pole, which is held by Dale Jarrett. Green flag's out. We're underway for 50 laps once again at Bristol. Outside lane keeps checking up in front of me. I've already got Jimmy Johnson pissed off, but got to the inside. Matt Kenseth just had to start right behind me. And he just crashes and derps into Jamie McMurray off the turn 2. That's not my fault. I wasn't even trying to block or anything. I'm just running my own race, and he did that to himself. So that was interesting. Let's not run over Christian Fittipaldi. I know this car is a little bit better since the last time we came here, but don't want to rush into things. Let's take our time, and it's definitely good enough to pass a couple of these guys in front of me right now, as I'm going way too far over the apron off of 4. We're still in 24th place, but I overdrove turn 1 right there. Oh, there's Jeff Green. My car doesn't want to finish the corner now, but there goes Matt Kenseth. That was a clean pass on his part, so that's going to help me out with the rivalry, I suppose. But man, I'm trying to figure out the car right now, because under race trim it's not going to be the same thing. I'm trying to power into the corners, and one time it works, the next time it doesn't. Got a bit of a gap between everybody in front of me. I'll try to close in, but I should maintain position just fine right now, as long as I focus. Whoa! Sterling Marlin made a move that I was not expecting. He's been on my ass for the past few laps, but yeah, I don't know if I should let him by or what. I know we're a bit faster than Jamie McMurray whenever I can focus, but damn, this car is just really stiff right now on the rear end. And I don't want to change that, because then we just wreck the damn thing. Know that much. But yeah, this is better equipment than it was last time, so I should just settle with it. Try to run my inside line. If they're going to pass me, it's going to be on the outside. I hate being on the outside, but if I slip up, I have to let somebody by that way. And Taylor Labonte, trying not to hit him. I just don't want to oversteer or understeer the car in the middle of the straightaway, which would just really suck. I want it to be in a straight line, but if you barely tap something, everything just can go wrong. So we're still losing positions. We've dropped back 4 spots since the drop of the green flag. Just not bad considering we've already run 9 laps in this race. Got Jeremy Mayfield behind me. Jeremy Mayfield and Jamie McMurray, drivers that I keep on crashing into in the past few races. Though Pocono was all on him. I don't really know how I should feel about that. He gets underneath me, a little contact with my quarter panel, because I don't like being passed on the inside, but really ain't getting a choice anymore. And whenever I'm on the outside, I don't have the groove and can't get back down to the bottom no matter what. There goes Jeff Burton behind me, back in front of me. All these good drivers starting in the back of the field. Worst track for that to be the thing, because I can't keep my groove because they're all over my back bumper pushing me into the corner. In 30th place. I'm just going to do the best I can to keep this thing in one piece and just wait until that caution comes out, because I'm quite positive it's more likely than not that it will happen. Sweating up a storm right now, just trying to focus. Let's try to keep these guys behind me from this point on as long as I can. No grip into one that time. Here comes Joe Nemechek underneath me, going to have to let him by. There's no room up here against the top of the racetrack like that because of how sensitive the freaking buttons on the controller are. And that lets by Jamie McMurray as well. They've been all over my ass ever since I started this damn race, and I can't have nobody on my ass right now because this car is just so tight and so slow. Worst combination, can't be fixed. I could boost up the acceleration and drop the wedge, but in the end that would just cause me to get spun and probably overheat the engine. So it's just, we need to grind some more to make our car good enough to even compete at this racetrack. It's got to be one of our worst ones, and can only hope that my luck comes around during pit stops, which is like 4 laps away. I already see people going in. More early than I was expecting. I see Jeff Burton down there. I don't know if I need to make any cuts right here, because caution could happen any second. Ward Burton, please take a pit stop. I like when you take pit stops here. It really helps me out. Pushing Bobby Labonte to the outside wall inadvertently. All these people going down pit road. Can all 3 of these guys behind me just go down pit road? Like, I hate the pressure. I like equal competition more than all this freaking pressure on my back bumper right now. See a caution any minute now. That's what we usually see. Tires very worn. Yeah, I know. Figured that at this point in the race. There's Ward Burton coming into his pit stall right now. And Kyle Petty just runs me up the track because I'm so freaking slow on these worn tires. It really didn't last that long, you know. And it'll last longer once we get those chassis tire grip upgrades really coming in. There's Tony Stewart coming back on the track. I think he might be one that gets trapped a lap down if that caution comes out, so that would really freaking suck. Fuel tank almost empty. Counting on a caution right now. Counting on a caution. Tony Stewart just freaking dumps Kyle Petty. Thank you, Tony Stewart. You're my favorite driver now. I mean, you already were, but he screwed himself by doing that, but golly, Tony Stewart really likes my future. We saw this happen. He dumped Kyle Petty. I don't like Kyle Petty. I mean, I did a season with him, but I like his paint scheme in that game. But this right here, nice paint scheme and everything, but I don't even like Kyle Petty, so that was awesome. I'm in 5th place as I head down pit road. We'll get 4 tires. There's no really damage repair right now, and this is Bristol, so the fact that I have no damage repair is just mesmerizing. But we're past the halfway point. We'll have a better second run this time, obviously, considering we're so much higher and people are trapped to lack down. There's Johnny Benson. I don't know if he got DNF because he was already in his pit stall or what. Oh yeah, he's leaving his pit stall, so he just got in before I did. But does that mean he's coming out in front of me because he stayed out for so long, or I don't know. Here comes the pace car. Hurry up, guys. Go, 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 go. I don't want to get trapped to lap down, even though the likeness of that is not very much. My hands have been just cramping up like crazy all in that first run. Win in 5th place. We come out in 8th. Ricky Craven. Who's the leader? I don't know who the leader is. Hey, Tony Stewart. Thank you for your nice steed. Get off the freaking analog stick, JC. I'm supposed to be on the freaking directional pad. I was on the analog stick. Everybody behind me is a lap down. Wow. I could just drive around in circles for a few minutes and finish in 8th place here at Bristol. That's nice. And of course, one of the drivers is trapped to lap down, Jeff Green. Only problem is if we get another caution for whatever it might be, Jeff Green is now on that lead lap, so that really sucks. But damn, this race is just really playing out in my favor. This game is becoming quite predictable from my perspective. Well, there's Ward Burton. He didn't do his job. He didn't bring out my caution, but Tony Stewart did, so he's fine. Well, I'm just gonna keep on driving around in circles. Maybe I can make up a few more positions like I did last time we came here in the second run. I don't know, but I'll meet you guys whenever things start happening. Be it the last lap of the race or me actually making up position somehow. Suddenly I'm in 7th place. I think it's because Michael Waltrip just headed down pit road. I saw a blue Chevrolet just a while ago, but that just happened. Actually, we have people taking pit stops under the green flag. For what reason? Everybody should have pitted by now. What is this nonsense? I'm in 6th place. Am I going to finish in 6th at Bristol? Or am I going to still pass people taking pit stops for no damn reason? That's cool too, but now it's 6th place. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm enjoying it way too much. This week is turning out much better than the one that did like 2 weeks ago. We had that slump in between, but man, we had a massive comeback. Let's let Matt Kenseth have a clean pass just so I can get that rivalry rating to increase as fast as possible. And I don't need to be giving him problems anyways. 2 laps to go this time by. The leader's about to start the last lap of the race because he's about like half the track away from me because of how slow I am. And I've not been really letting by any of these guys that are lap traffic behind me. Though I probably should be. Ow, Kevin Harvick, that was not necessary. Ugh. Now the commentator's doing his thing for the last lap. My car is fidgeting around. I'm going to let by several cars because it's just being stupid at this point. Come off the corner and it's trying to be loose. I'm trying to stop it, so in the end I'm just trying to take control of it before I even see it happen. It's like I know it's going to happen, so I'm trying to stop it. But there you go. 6th place finish at Bristol Motor Speedway. That is our best finish since Talladega ages ago, I think. Ricky Craven comes away with the win. Okay. I just took a look at the race results. Tony Stewart finished in 9th, so at least he still got a top 10. Kyle Petty finished in 19th. And then Dale Earnhardt Jr., the guy that Tony Stewart is battling for with the points championship, finished in last place. 43rd place. After starting, I think what it said, like 14th. Damn, this game got harsh at Bristol. Like, can't imagine. And that's all Tony Stewart, so I mean, I don't know if I approve him winning the championship now. That's a big points lead. This isn't a comeback anymore. This is just absolute fucking sabotage. But Ricky Craven won that race, and I think that was probably his first win of the season because I don't recall seeing him win at all during the season. Yeah, that's one win that he's gotten here. Have I moved up in the points? Yep, 2 positions. We passed Johnny Benson and Jeff Green. That is like the most unlikely thing to possibly happen, the best possibility, and there you have it. So we are quite a ways in front of Jeff Green and Johnny Benson now. We're trying to close in on Joni Nemechek, who was just riding my ass all race long, or for quite a while at least. And yeah, I think I can finish in front of a few of these guys quite often. Then you got the driver spec, probably pissed off a few drivers. I guess David Green wasn't in that race because it still says 20 neutral, but we don't have any rivals according to this system. Matt Kenseth, I tried sharing draft, even though it's a freaking short track, that shouldn't be a thing. So I decreased that, and it decreases over time too, so really worked on that one. And then Joni Nemechek, yeah, I think we made some contact with him during that race, so that's why that's there. Awards, we got Rookie of the Race, 2 races in a row. This is ridiculous. And this is no longer a good set of races. This is like actually a comeback for my rookie season, kind of. Bound to get into the top 25 before this is all over at this rate. Rusty Wallace was the fastest, and then he wound up finishing all the way in the back of the field. He led 16 laps according to what I saw, but damn, all the pit stop nonsense, that's what happened. Dale Jarrett got the pole award and was also front runner, but I think he still finished in the top 10. I didn't really look that much into it. Closing in on Jay McMurray. Not really. He's almost 400 points away from me, and almost by just a little bit he's not. Yeah, no more looking at this award stuff. I don't really care about it that much. So in the next race, we're going to be at Darlington, the Lady in Black for the Mountain Dew Southern 500, which is all the reason to be driving Metallica King's Paint Scheme, because the Lady in Black is all emo metal. So, 7 races until Fabrication Shop comes in. We've got some repairs and overhauls to do whatever I want to do with this engine that we just wore out. Golly, in 2 races, I only turned this thing down to 95 condition. Wow. I'm quite surprised at that. Like, that's only 5% drop. So an overhaul would increase the durability, but that's about it. So I don't think that would be a waste of money if I went to overhaul it just for that change. So let's go ahead, put it for 2 races, $77,000, and that's all we're going to do to the equipment that we have. Come to think of it, it's already quite durable considering it only dropped to 95% within those 2 races that we used it. So we're going to be using a new engine, but chassis and body are going to be worn whenever we go to Darlington. So it should be fine. The last one we went to Darlington, we were running a pretty darn good race, making up quite a few positions. I remember that much. I think it was just the time that I made my pit stop. But Advanced Auto Parts has 93 happiness, Secondary Quality Plus 4 dealers 88 happiness, and our associate Richard Petty driving experience is at 82. Yeah, we're really hitting it with all these 3 main sponsors that we have. Now, we just ran our 24th race. This contract is supposed to come to an end. I mean, all the sponsors on this freaking race car right now, I think they're all supposed to end after race 27 because it's an 18 race contract. So if I'm adding it correctly, it was 9 races, then it was 18. So it's got to be race 27. So hopefully we get some sponsors that I can actually really make expectations up, just because we've been doing well with these right here. But see you next time. That's that, and episode over.